driving is so bad. The AI is just so bad.
It doesn't wreck my
Now my hat is gone forever.
Interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my staff.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now they
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
The victim.
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
If you had 24-hour leave from 7, why did you need leave to come here?
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
Okay, that's not what
Took her
happened.
dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Bates.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
I'm gonna make him take me to the pictures tonight.
I feel deprived
Yeah, I'm
of my
thinking of
hat.
moving up to a 45. I want to put him down
Can,
to one.
how do you change your outfit? Wait, what? I've never known that before. Investigate the hobo camp. I've investigated the hobo camp. Outfits, yeah. Don't believe everything you read in the papers. Sort of justice. Oh, those are the only 2 I have, is it? Oh no, sharpshooter. Shoot straighter with the Garand and the Colt. Hit harder and take my punches. Best one while rubbing shoulders with movie stars. Get yourself 2 suits and get them pressed. So that's your basic one. Go with that. That might. Yay! I cheated my hat back.
Can you drive to this one?
Oh, we're heading back to the hobo
Fine.
camp.
Where are we headed?
Back to the hobo camp. Oh, I see. You don't run over
3
Rusty.
suspects in the can and 1 on the hook. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Paul.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Terrelson picked up.
7K, roger.
Yeah, that doesn't fit the timeline of what he said. If it was wrapping up at 8:30. Has he got a shotgun with him now? I'm guessing that's him.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
We need you to stay focused. We need to hold out.
How do we do that?
Like this. down.
If you want your rightful share, we need
These men know they're harboring a murderer. What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Please roll without losing your
over
hand.
here, Phelps. Toss it. See what you find.
I wonder if I would have. I wonder if you could do that if you don't have the hat to begin with. I assume not. Missing morphine cops, see goons fighting a dope ball.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them, that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Picking up little bits of information, hither and yon. Well. Now this is where the picture comes in.
Not much help.
No, but surely it would give you an idea of what she was like, of what he was like. TT. Although to be fair to him, how do we know that that he did it instead of?
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Yeah, TT, Teresa Tarleton. But that doesn't mean he did it. It could have mean he just. Oh, okay. I take it back.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Tarleton's chin.
Kept his uniform. No, I didn't want to do that. I thought the dingle was for this bag. Nope. Nope. Okay. Right. Are we heading back to Central? Is that the plan?
You know the way. You can drive.
Back to
And
Central.
where exactly are we going?
Back to Central.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
I mean, money. You got to take her purse. Which might explain why the crime scene was less sexual and sexualized.
We're going this way.
Wait, wait. Okay.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
Wait, wait. Where are we?
Taking him
Where are
up
we?
to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round.
Right place. No, there's no one in there. Alright, that's...
Olive oil comes from olives. Where does they go?
Well done, yes. Olive oil does come from olives. Room 1, is this the right one?
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Start with contact with the victim.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Done. Okay. Is he saying he did all of them, or?
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
So, did he admit to it so he'd get somewhere safe? Every witness counts, even the cabbie who was among the last to see Teresa Terrellson alive. Where was the cab man? You can't just be like, oh, you should have spoken to him. There was no, like, I couldn't go and visit him. Maybe was he somewhere in Central? He wasn't in the other interview room. Oh, is it a case that if I'd been driving, I could have then changed and gone? That might be it. I could have then changed and gone to Central and visited. Okay, which is so that's the downside of letting the AI drive, along with I think some of the damage was him. Some of the damage was me. I will accept that. So was he admitting to it? Did he actually do it? Maybe we'll find out. But did he actually did he do all of them, or is he just claiming all of them so that he could end up? Because he knows he's not going to get killed because he's acting like an idiot, like a madman. Yes, he's acting like a madman. So is it because he's actually mad and doing it, or is it because he's trying to get some kind of accommodation? I don't know, but I think that's where I'm going to cut this session. Maybe there's another cutscene. Who knows?
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Straight through the red
So it looks like all these cases are actually connecting. And maybe we'll find out what happens next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.